Section B.4, Running RabbitMQ using a Kubernetes operator. In the previous sections, we initialized and configured PostgreSQL and Redis servers that are offered and managed by the platform. We can't do the same for RabbitMQ because DigitalOcean doesn't have a RabbitMQ offering, similar to other cloud providers like Azure or GCP. A popular and convenient way of deploying and managing services like RabbitMQ in a Kubernetes cluster is to use the operator pattern. Operators are software extensions to Kubernetes that make use of custom resources to manage applications and their components. See this link. Think about RabbitMQ. To use it in production, you'll need to configure it for high availability and resilience. Depending on the workload, you might want to scale it dynamically. When a new version of the software is available, you'll need a reliable way of upgrading the service and migrating existing constructs and data. You could perform all those tasks manually. Or you could use an operator to capture all those operational requirements and instruct Kubernetes to take care of them automatically. In practice, an operator is an application that runs on Kubernetes and interacts with its API to accomplish its functionality. The RabbitMQ project provides an official operator to run the event broker on a Kubernetes cluster, www.rabbitmq.com. I have already configured all the necessary resources to use the RabbitMQ Kubernetes operator and prepared a script to deploy it. Open a terminal window, go to your Polar Deployment project, Polar Deployment, and navigate to the Kubernetes Platform Production RabbitMQ folder. You should have copied that folder over to your repository when configuring the Kubernetes cluster. If that's not the case, please do so now from the source code repository accompanying this book. Chapter 15/15n/Polar Deployment/Platform/Production/RabbitMQ. Then run the following command to deploy RabbitMQ to your production Kubernetes cluster.
See this code?
Feel free to open the file and look at the instructions before running it. Note: you might need to make the script executable first with the command chmod + xdeploy.sh. The script will output details about all the operations performed to deploy RabbitMQ. Finally, it will create a Polar RabbitMQ credential secret with the credentials that order service and dispatcher service will need to access RabbitMQ. You can verify that the secret has been successfully created as follows.
See this code?
The RabbitMQ broker is deployed in a dedicated RabbitMQ system namespace. Applications can interact with it at polarrabbitmqsystem.svc.cluster.local on port 5672. That's it for RabbitMQ. In the next section, you'll see how to deploy a Keycloak server to a production Kubernetes cluster.